my phone. I always look at this. What is this? Nope, it's still off. Hold on a second. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. I'll get that in a minute. Now I need to find out. How do I find out? Oh, where you are. Hmm. That's what happens here. I can't find my chat. I'm sorry, chat. Welcome to the live chat. I can't see you. Let's save. Oh, there you are. There you are. I see Kamoyo down there. Hey, hey. Okay. Yeah. The TV went up, the laptop went up, so this is my phone. Hello, Barbara. Good to see you. I was talking about the garden gnome that left the garden for the big city. Now I'm going to have to figure out where I can this phone safely so it doesn't drop. Oops. Oops. But anyway, yeah, I think, remember I said the administration dominoes? I think it's already started. But now here's the catch. We're not going to see it like that. Barbara, cat, yes. Oh, it's Juneteenth, is it? Happy Juneteenth. Now I'm afraid. Let me see if I can put it up here like this. It won't fall over. Maybe I need to set it in between some books. Hold on. No. And saying that senator, U.S. Senator Padilla, when she had him thrown out, talk about overextended reach. Do you know she threw out? Let's see, in the corporate world, let's say she was working security. She's head of security department. This is the analogy of a corporate world. So, okay, she was hired by the CEO to be chief of security. Okay, fine. What she did was she threw out and knocked down one of the to the corporation. Oops, you seeing my fat legs, such as they are. So my girl is on her way out so fast. So fast. And now let's see if I can do it this way. From that. And like I said, I don't know how they're going to do it because they don't want to outright fire her. That would be a punch in Philonisha's eye, But yeah, she had an allergic attack, all right. She had, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh, that's a serious case of anxiety when it hits you in your stomach like that. I can barely see the names. Hi, Steve. Okay, good. Yeah, they might. Either we're getting ready to have storms. Well, we've been having storms that last for days over here. Well, not storms, but rains. And we have these 15-minute severe storms. And we're up for it right now. But they're not really due until later on this afternoon. So I might as well get up here. That's what usually knocks us out. Other than that, that's when Xfinity takes us down anyway, takes down the whole block so they can do whatever things they need to do, and then they bring us back up. So I've been taken down twice. I'm looking at my modem. It's still flashing red. So this is the phone, okay? Now, I'm not going to be on here long because I have no idea how long I can be on here. I don't know if anything happens to a phone. This is a different different provider. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Christy Gnome. Let's see what's going on with Christy Gnome's position at Homeland Security. Because I think sister's on her way out the door. And they told her yesterday. Oh, also I found out. Do you remember the gentleman? I think his name, Mr. Brodner? Anyway, the New York City comptroller or the controller who was escorting the immigrant through the hallway, and the ICE attacked him too and arrested him. Or Guess what he talked about? Guess what he let slip? There is a memo that has gone out to all immigration judges saying to dismiss all asylum cases. How much do you want to guess that that memo came from Homeland Security? How much you want to bet somebody found out about it and reported it and let it be known, I will take this to the media? After throwing it in Felicia's face. So, yeah, things are popping. Things are popping. So, what's going on with Christy Gnome's career? I think the garden gnome is getting ready to get tossed out the garden. What's going on with Christy Gnome's career? And why does she have to be rushed to the hospital with a stomach ailment? Who knows? She may have an ulcer. I hope not. But then again, no. Harm on anyone. What's up with Christy Gnome? What's up with Christy Gnome's career? Okay. I'm using the Golden Tarot. And I'm going to clarify with, I have other cards here. I have the, what's behind it, my Lenormand's, what lies beneath, and another deck of cards. Okay, this is the Strength card. Whenever the Strength card shows, it means one of two things. Either someone is lacking strength and lacking good health, or someone is a very powerful person. Oh, King of Cups. Okay. King of Cups also symbolizes a lot of deep-seated emotions that are not showing. Let's see what's crossing this. That's her position. That's her position. So she's putting up a good front to maintain her position. That was the Star. Okay, here's the Six of Pentacles, distributing what funds, monies, memos, emails, distribution, or she's operating in the redistribution or the redistricting of certain activities. That has stopped. This is the devil. Devil deals with blockages, addictions, anything that takes you away from what you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to be. Oh, here we go. Here is the Knight of Swords with questions. Yeah, she's going to have to answer not just to one people. She's going to have to answer to the whole community. I mean, not community, the committee. You threw off a board member. Well, someone who would be on the level of a board member. Okay. And that can also cost the chairman his job. Who do you have working for you? Which is very close to who raised you. Look at this. Choices have to be made right now. This is the Two of Wands. Okay. The concern is trying to be satisfactory, trying to appear effective on her job. Looking pretty unstable right about now. Two of Pentacles going up and down and down and up. The world is noticing. Thank you for the hearts. She's trying to hold on to her job. She's trying to hold on to what she has. That's the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Here we come, the collaborators. I call them Three of Pentacles. This is the group. So I guess that would be who? Felicia, Vanessa, and the Chief of Staff. I forgot her name. Yeah, look, reassessment's being made. Right now, the mental challenge is they don't know what to do with her. Two of Swords. They're in trouble. Okay, this is what she looks like, but she's a Queen of Wands. So Yeah, she's going through some type of emotional challenge. This can also read as she's in the emotional challenges section here. This can also be read as someone here giving her grief for what she has done. There. For what she has done and what she has allowed to happen. Bam. I think somebody's been charged. Or this could also be the senator himself. It can also be. So, bottom of the deck. This is going back to Fearless Leader. Now, let's see where I'm going to put these. I'll start like here. First, look at this. You know. Let's do it this way. We have the Emperor. We know that's Felicia in high anxiety. Her position as director has been compromised. Right now, she feels she wants to be stable. This can also mean there's a health problem. Hold a second. This can also mean there's a health problem. This can also mean she has an alleged because there's a problem here. This is a big problem. This is another lawsuit. And this one, she's isolated and she's going to take the blunt end. It's not going to be the U.S. versus anybody. It's going to be somebody versus her. And when that lawsuit hits, it changes everything. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's just lay it down here. The White House is taking a second look. Oh, look, a decision has been made. A decision's been made. Somebody's trying to recuperate. And in their recuperation, they're going away for a while. They're going to relocate. We have the physical manipulation of how people are being. Oh, yeah, and ICE comes under her. I forgot. That's very important. Very important. Folks, an announcement is going to be made. Now, I have something here about new agency or the Fool. Agency and the Fool. Add the Empress. And we could have an expansion, a change in the agency, okay? Another change in the agency. So we have, I hadn't even thought about that. I think it's just a high level of anxiety. She may have an ulcer or something like that. Not the other thing I suggested, but that's what the cards are suggesting too. So they're very easy. It's going to be a change. It's going to be a change. And it looks as though, look at this. This contract with the, Queen of Swords, the law, has been severed. The Queen of Swords could also have been Pam Bondi. That relationship has ended. And they ended it to save face. 6 of Wands. So right now, everybody is taking their time, trying to dot all their I's and cross all their T's, because they are finally feeling that they have overreached. But as long as the public doesn't know, you can scream and squawk about what you see in the news, but it's what you haven't seen in the news that could be their end, okay? That's what this is. their end. Now we have, look at this. Getting out of arrangements. Rats are leaving the ship. Trying to go somewhere new. The oligarchy, or this could be Phylicia himself. The businessmen are in an uproar here. The confusion is, well, how in the devil, if you do that, am I going to get to run my business? This was a problem. This whole scenario is a major, major problem. Now we're stuck with all this product. We're stuck with all this food we cannot harvest and we cannot sell. And it's affecting the bottom line already. So that went straight on to Phylicia. But look at this again. Look at this. Whatever the gnome has done in her tilling the garden, she messed it up. Now she's trying to get the hell out of Dodge because she has no allies. I want to see what she's done. Hold on a second. I'm not going to be piddle-paddling away with reading all this. Here we go. Let me move these. I'm going to pull up the what's beneath. I got to make room, though. What is behind? I don't know how they do. They don't dismiss them. They allow them to resign. And here comes a health problem. That has to be taken care of. That will not allow her to maintain her position or something of the sorts. Put this down here. But when I heard about that tummy ache that took her to the hospital, I'm like, oh, that is extreme stress. That has got to be one or two, an ulcer. I'm just alleging that. I don't know that. I really didn't go deep and ask. But that's when usually when grown-ups have tummy aches like that, and they've been healthy all the while. What lies beneath Director Gnome's emergency room trip? That tummy ache. Oops. What the hell? Ooh. Okay, we'll put this back in and see if it comes up again. The card said getting played and depression. Okay, so or cirrhosis of we don't even want to think about that. Okay. What's behind her tummy ache? What's behind Director Gnome's tummy ache? Gosh, I wish I could see what you're saying. Any questions you have for me, leave in the comments, because this screen is way too small to hold all of them. It's too small to hold any of them, really. Okay. What was the thought or the behavior that motivated that tummy ache? What lies beneath the tummy ache, and what lies beneath her dismissal? What lies beneath? Last one. These things are shuffled, aren't they? Now let's see what they say. Well, let me cut them. No cut? Spirit said no cut. Tarot team said no cut. Ooh. What is this all about? Yeah, she messed up. Destroyed, shattered, broken. This is straight up foobar. Bugaboo. Now, I don't know if she had any hand in the parade. Look at this carefully. This is something else. Look at this flag. it is showing the flag. But each line, each row is a shelf of what looks to me like bakeware and Tupperware. Look at that. It's almost saying people like you are the problem that this country has and it needs to be handled. That is definite opposition between the male and the female under the flag. I had noticed that before. Oh. He says doing drugs. Well, if you have a stomach ache and if you have some type of digestional problems and you keep taking pill after pill after pill and it just gets worse and worse and worse, you have to go to the ER. Let's see what else is going on with that. This keeps saying, look at this. This is... I'll give it to you like this. We have the intimate sex shop, the mech shop. We have the day she knows she messed up. That was an anxiety thing. She doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't want to hear it. Or someone else doesn't want to hear it. Maybe Felicia doesn't want to hear it. Okay, get a room. Investigating. To me, this is the conference room. They're investigating what has happened, what happened. Well, Padilla is investigating. Bam, game over. Wow. Okay. She messed up. She messed up. She messed up. She messed up. So I think she's out of there. It's going to be interesting to see how they do it. Well, while she's out of there, I want to look into Pam Bondi. Blondie. Blondie. Clear. I'm going to clear these two. And I guess I'll use the same color. Oh, I don't have to. Y'all stop fighting up there. I think she may have had her hands in something too. Of course they do. Of course they do. I'm trying to figure out how to formulate the question. What's going on Bondi's job? What's Bondi doing on her job? What is the status? How's she on her job? How is she on her job? So how is she performing on her job? And it's not so much job performance, because they have the skills, but they don't have the understanding of, it's not the politics, it's the logistics, it's how their office works, what the purpose of it is. It's like they read a handbook or something and they think they know what they're doing when they're not. No one has studied the history, no one has looked into the background. And these are historic positions you have. And it means things because each and every law that they have regarding those positions come from an incident that has happened in the past. Each and every one of them. And for them to ignore that means they're going to be recreating some crap from the past that may have happened 200 years ago. that they thought that the citizenry or the country wouldn't have to have had second thoughts about. Now they brought shit back up while we were at war with England, and now we're at war with ourselves over the same thing. Aye. What's up with Pam Bondi and her job? Okay, let's see what this says. Mm-hmm. And that's what Gnome didn't understand either. His position, well, the fact of the matter that he was in the ranking committee. He's a ranking committee member, and that was his district, and he had been in his position for years and years and years and years and years, longer than she has, and that position has been in position longer than her department has. All of that takes precedence over who and what she is. All of it. All of it. See anyway, okay, let's see what's going on with Bondi. Oh, we have the Emperor here, so she's in control of her stuff. She's content. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. So she's feeling fairly secure in her position. Okay, new beginnings. Okay. King of Wands. So she's hitting it with King of Wands energy. She knows how to make things happen. She's on the same level, same track as she knows what Felicia wants, and Felicia wants, and she's going to give it to Felicia the way he wants it. And here, but I also feel that she's either A, going to be transferred to another position, or she might transfer herself the hell out of there somewhere else. This is the after that. There's a new partnership in town. Oh, look at this. The Page of Cups and the fish has hopped out of the cup. There's no more offering. There's nothing there. She feels that her job is not giving her anything. She wants to go back in working with global businesses. She likes doing that. Ooh, Four of Cups, and she picked up the cup and dumped it herself in this case. Disappointed, very disappointed. She's really having problems with this justice, the Department of Justice, or the concept of justice. I'm gonna have to, let me put the word. This is weird for a lawyer to have problems with justice. Hold on a second. I've got to clarify that. Or there's that. Let me see the next card. Oh, justice all fall down. That was the Ten of Wands. Hold on. I'm going back to what lies beneath. Okay. We're going to clarify the Ten of Wands and justice. I don't know if that means it looks as though she's overwhelmed by the law. She ought to know there is rule of law, period. Oh, that scared me. Yeah. Okay. Now I hear all this water coming from the shower, and I'm afraid it's going to come through. We still have a hole that they cut through and replace these pipes. Someone has to come back in here and do this, but it sounds like somebody's showering right over the TV. Okay, what is the Ten of Wands and the Justice card for Pam Bondi, U.S. Attorney General? Oh my God, I feel the heat. Oh, as long as no water comes out of those pipes, they're brand new. They're glistening. Okay. Oh, guess what? We have Justice. We have the Ten of Wands. And that is being clarified by getting played. She feels that she has been set up. And that the whole department is falling into pieces. Or the government is falling into pieces. And here we go with the sex shop. This to me, the partnerships. The partnerships. The cliques. You have envy. So she's not a part of the big boys. But she still wants to keep that promise that she made. That vow she took. Well, she probably wanted to be an AG, fulfilling somebody's fantasy. Fulfilling somebody's fantasy after coming out of sex shop isn't too cool. But look at this. At the bottom of the deck, it's the same thing. Destroyed, shattered. Didn't you see me? You probably heard me shuffle these cards. Game over. I said this a few lives back. I don't know what prompted it now, but I said it was over for those two, Gnome and Bondi. I don't know what's going on. Let's see, how are they going to... Well, let's just ask, is she going to resign? Hold on a second. There's the pendulum right here. Okay. Pendulum time. Okay. Is Bondi going to resign? Pam Bondi. Is she going to resign? That's a yes. Is Christy Gnome going to resign? The answer is yes, but Bondi is putting more energy in her removal. Just let's do a pendulum check. Is it going to rain out here? Is it going to be raining in the next 5 minutes? Is it going to be a flood? Well, that was a bad one because it is. Yes. Do I have a 1928 Bentley? Do I drive a 1928 Bentley? That's a no. Okay. Still working. Oh well, let's put it up here. I need my glasses back on. What will it take? Oh, I was in my glasses. Oh, I haven't finished this. I haven't finished her. Damn, I haven't finished the spread. Okay. Maybe this will explain things. What is it going to take? Well, hold on. Okay, we have Ace of Cups. We have Page of Wands. Somebody's planting seeds now. They set these women up to take the fall. Bondi figured it out. Little seeds planted, little seduction, little give people what they want. Nothing to offer here, really. And the announcement or the talk. What's going on. And there's some hot, heavy talk, too. There's some steam behind this talk. In other words, they were set up to fail. And that's why they were given those jobs so that, well, with both of them, they could wreak havoc with the system, the legal system, which is what they have. And yet they would have the reputation of appropriateness. This is what we do. This is how we do things. This is the appropriate way of doing things when none of it is aligned with the rule of law. I put you here to do what I say. Here comes another invite. They've gotten a this is a cover. This is a cover to my tarot kit, the After Tarot. The end. These women, Bondi's going through grief right about now for losing her position. She is grieving her position. But she's going to move forward either way. She's going to play the game. She's going to keep the look. And here we have, look who popped up. The gnome herself, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. So these two women have figured it out. They were hired to fail. So when everything goes bad, Felanica or Felaniqua can throw the weight on them. Because that immigration memo, that memo to those immigration judges, there's got to be a signature to that. That's not, I mean a memo, not even an order, a memo. That's going to come out. So that should have come out with the both of them. Both signatures. Bondi and the gnome. And if they did that, if they pulled that off together, they're in trouble. And I do believe, okay, look at this. We have, at the bottom of the deck, we have the gnome. We have the Two of Pentacles. The instant walking on sand. And here we have the secretive Queen of Cups next to the Hierophant. Felaniqua is going to be the Hierophant. Or whatever. This is the leader of the prophet, the leader of the cult, the movement, what have you. When things go down, they're going down fast. And it looks as though, look at this. Somebody's going to be very pleased behind this. But you've got this stoic face. You've got all these intense emotions. You got this satisfaction, and then you got this ending here. This is the Ten of Swords. Didn't I have this reading about those two a few months ago? And we look at this. We have the Ten of Swords. Where did I just put? I just laid it down. The Ten of Swords, and now look at this. It's escalating. It's escalating. The Nine and Ten of Swords. And it's about on the job. And it's about the hidden shenanigans on the job, the secrets, the dastardly things they've done. Who they've done it with and who they really adhere to, who they really report to. Because now look at this. The infighting has stopped. Or maybe it's maybe it's our fighting, maybe it's the public's fighting has stopped. And then it's like, hold up, wait, before we do another doggone thing, just stop. Just stop. Because what's happening is not making any sense. All of a sudden, out of the blue, two highly successful females are gone. And we're dealing with a weakened lush here. What is going on? What's going on here? This is when I think the MAGA folks figure out that something is not right. And while they're figuring out something's not right, we have someone here is standing back looking at a perfect job well done, and it's not Philanisha, and so is she. Perfect job, well done. But we missed, this is, now we can move into the next phase. And here is an invitation for some new stuff. Invitation for what? Bam! Total disruption. Total disruption. It's like when these girls go, they're not going, let's say, no, I'm not going to say they're not going to be kicking and screaming, but let's say some things are going to slip out that are going to totally disrupt the White House. Mm-hmm. And once that's done, we have the victory. And looks like we have money back. Legacy's intact. This guy, it's like the thing they're trying to do is trip up the money flow. Somebody's tripping up the money flow until they're all gone. Look at this. This is the Eight of Cups, withdrawal. Too much confusion. Okay, a whole lot of confusion and resignation. That sounds like the Gnome. Speaking of which, there she is. And I do believe once everything has been exposed, a slow walk down, or people just start to sit there and think, the culprits are going to be running away. Well, this is interesting. The girls are going to be dead. They're going to do something. I don't know if they're going to snitch to the law. Well, who do they snitch to? They are the law. But this is interesting. And you know what? This is something else that's interesting. It's almost like with them gone, they're going to be, ICE is going to be immobilized. Demobilized. Disassembled. Taken apart. Done with. So again, the cards are saying those two are done for, but it's how they're going to be resigning. Oh shucks! Wait a minute. Got one of my. They're going to be resigning. One I feel is going to use health reasons, which could make sense. That could make sense too. Let me see if I can find any of your. Okay, well, let me take these off now. I've got the other glasses on. Yeah. Hey, Charlotte. Yeah. Camellia says they're all going to be pulling in Elon. Yeah. Hi, gorgeous. Gorgeous says hi. Thank you, gorgeous. Hi, gorgeous. How you doing? Oh, come on. I can't find any more of you. No. Come on. Let's see. I can only see about 5. Let me see if my. Oh, hold on a second. No, that's not going to help. Well, my internet is back on, but I'm already on my phone, so that's not going to help. And I don't want to lose you. Hello, Linda Russell. It could be. Elon is really quiet, she says. I wonder if they're all doubling down upon Trumpenstein. It could be. Oh, you know people that, yeah. We are here. Hey, Kat. How are you, K-A-T? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to. Keep it. Oh, goodness. How do I find the chat? Oh, let's do this phone. So what's on your mind? What else is on your mind? Because it's coming. It's coming. I truly believe, I feel it. That the removal that we've been waiting for is on its way. It very well be more on its way. Sooner than we expect. Because a lot of people expected August. This is June. No. Linda says, do you think the U.S. will get involved in this war? We are going to be backpedaling like nobody's business. We are backpedaling now. Um, War is bad for business. You can't make money. What happens after? After what? After what, Caballo? Hello, True Angel. Hey, how are you? No, a war is bad for business, and that's what he couldn't get to Nettie through to Nettie Bull's head. Nettie Bull wants to expand. He's living his manifest destiny. He's going to take over Gaza. He's going to take over parts of Syria, and he wants to take over what's around him. Iran. What's on the other side? Lebanon. If he could get through Jordan, he would. And what's on the other side of that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. No, this is about expansion. This is about, it's not about people. It's not about Bible. No. It's not about what the Jehovah or whoever, whatever God. No. No. It's bullshit. No. Ooh, no. It's about money. Yeah, he knows the game plan because he was a part of it until Nutty Bull started messing up. They know Nutty Bull is messing up millions. All that destruction, now who's going to rebuild that? And how much is it going to cost? When all they had to do was leave it alone right there and come to some type of an agreement and divvy up the profits. Hi, Cheryl Albright. Kamala's not interested. She's not interested. And after this, I don't know whether she's going to run for governor or not. I don't know. She's not interested. I mean, she's sick of people too. you know, she, she's one of the hard. She's a hard nose. I mean, she's got a very pleasant personality, but she don't take no chin off nobody. Which means, so I'm not sure if she truly believes that the people didn't vote for her. No, because they found millions of votes. There was voter suppression. They threw the votes out that were for her. Yeah, and let me look into Miss Kamala Harris, Mrs. and see. I haven't done that in a long time. Let me put the phone back up here. Stick it back up here some kind of way. I'm gonna look her up. Oh, oops. Just stand right there. And see. I'll use the golden deck. What? No, I'm gonna use the golden deck. I was a Libra. Oh, I can use these. How is where is Kamala looking towards her future? Where is Kamala looking towards her future? What's her next future moves? Not there's no such thing as future, but what's the energy around her plans for her future? What's the energy around her future plans? Yeah, you can have future plans, but there's no such thing as future until the future becomes, and then it becomes the present. So what is Kamala's future? What are her future plans? Mm-hmm. For her profession? What are her future plans? I would think she'd teach somewhere as a professor. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. What are her future plans? We're talking about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Where's her head at right now? Where's her head at? Where's Kamala's head right now? What does she want to do? Okay, vacation is over. What does she want to do with herself now? Okay. Alright. Ignore my neighbors. It's just too beautiful a day to sit behind a closed door. She's got some ideas that she's tossing out there. I know she has this activity. What do you call this organization? A nonprofit organization. Yeah, she's still disappointed in the system. That makes sense. And she's mum. She's not going to tell her. She's going to keep it in hiding for a while. All right. She's also found a quiet place where she can be. I wonder what she's probing. Okay. Yeah. She's still hurt. Disappointed. Has some regrets. But she also knows the presidency is not necessarily where the power lies. So even though she feels that she's had some mode of success, that's not where she needs to be. Now the agency, excuse me, the wealth of the country. Oh, shucks, look at this. She feels it's corrupt. She feels that it's corrupt. She feels the government is corrupt. Ooh. And it's going to come apart soon, very, very soon. White House. Damn. Tower. How can I say this? What's this from? Okay. Tarot team, guides in that spirit of Washington, D.C. I'm calling on you. What I am feeling up here is that what I am feeling is that because of this and this and this and this, that and when they're gone, the United States of America is going to need a restoration committee to restore the damage that has been done. I don't know if there'll be another president. She's not going to be on that committee. This is what they're gearing up for. This is what, now I can't say all. I wanted to say, can't say the Democrats either. But this is what is being geared up for. Because Felicia and her cohorts have done just that much damage. So it appears. No one has actually gone in to test it. Okay? Yeah. This is devastating. They, in other words, break the country and leave it behind after they have trashed the country. Okay, this is Kamala. Okay, now I know. I know she's a Queen of Swords too because she's a Libra, but she's also the Dark Lady who knows how to work the numbers and get things done. She knows how to manage it. She can manage the house, her house and the White House. Yeah. This is Seven of Pentacles. She's holding on to her one pentacle. She's not putting anything into where it is right now. Ooh. Look at that. That very easily could be all those social programs that have been gutted, that have been killed. Mm-hmm. This is the research. You know, she's got people out there looking, and she's looking for herself. She's doing her own research. And okay, and so is Joe, Mr. President. Mm-hmm. They are planning for a whole new era. This is the Ace of Wands. Passionately so. A whole new... Oh, and look at this. Here's the special invitation. Here's the invitation. Invitation. They will be recruiting people to help restore the nation. Probably a lot of volunteers, pays low, There will be some influences from other nations or support. I'm not sure about these announcements that are going to be made, though. Mm-hmm. We have decisions to be made, telephone calls to be made. It's going to be an unstable era. Yeah, and she wants Bondi Blondie out. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a big mess trying to clean up what has been created. This is deep. A lot of hope she's going to be instilling in the people. Bottom of the deck says temperance, recovery, and then we got this King of Pentacles. He's offering little to nothing. Now, not to worry. Not to worry. What this looks like is damn near that FEMA committee that takes over the government if anything happens to the president, vice president, and staff, whoever's the speaker, rather. And they take over. It's the continuity, the piece that they do. And it looks like Kamala will be working with continuity, FEMA, the continuity piece. And what they do is they restore bit by bit, city by city, state by state. They try to restore it to normalcy. But she's going to be operating in that type of capacity. Now, she may eventually become the next president. I just forgot what I was thinking, but not yet. Not yet. It's not so much that she wants a position now as she sees herself doing something else. Restoration. Okay. Yeah. Oh, here's some more down here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, the flagpole. Have they put the flagpoles up yet, y'all? Because y'all, we're not doing that right about now. Will I get to me? I don't know. I'm not in that mode right now. Mm-hmm. And see, I can't. Let me pull out. Hold on, because y'all. Let me grab real quick. Let me cut into this energy. I'm going to ask the pendulum. Oh, no. You there? Okay. Ooh, wait. Okay. Because y'all asked if she was marrying. Oh, geez. I lost her. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Because y'all says, will I marry Abhishek Salaria? Will I marry Abhishek Salaria? Will she marry Abhishek Salaria? Can you pick up anything? Yes, so behave yourself, Kajal. But I'm going to tell you, that's a iffy yes. It's a yes. Let me ask it again. Will Kajal marry Abhishek Salaria? I'm getting you can if you want to. Start doing a deep dive. Do a deep investigation on that person. Because usually when it's something exciting, when it's an exciting yes or resounding yes, the pendulum will swing like this. When it's well, all right, yeah, kind of, it'll swing like this. There's not a lot of energy behind it. That's what I'm telling you. So go back, do your double checks, check some backgrounds, check some old friends, old lovers. Do it discreetly with the utmost of discretion before you put yourself into a position like a spouse. Okay? Just take care. All right. Now, what is Komodo saying? Oops. Oh, have they put the flagpoles up? Yeah, has he put the? Hey, how about it? We're going to war. You know, I got two flagpoles that look really great in the White House lawn. That tells you right there. Yeah, when he did that, I almost fell off the bed. I need to get off the bed, get off the seat too. Shucks, I gotta get on here. Demasio, Charlotte. Which Charlotte is it? How? You looking for trouble, girls? Charlotte asks, "Does Damasio really like me romantically? Does Damasio like Charlotte romantically?" You all right? See, this is what I'm telling you. Oh, I got that's a piece of skin coming out my nose. There's not enough energy in your relationship, situationship, and your friendship. Look at that. That's very little energy. Very, very little energy, Charlotte. You another one. You would have to either A, you're gonna have to take some more time out with this person. If you this now, is this a one time date or something, and you just met this person, or there's not enough energy in there to accomplish anything. Hey, storyteller, how are you? Hmm. Yeah, Charlotte, I know. I know, Charlotte. It wasn't you. The other Charlotte passed the car. Well, I know it wasn't you. I know. I know. It's them youngins and those romances. I know. I know. And ain't nothing we can tell them that they're going to have to find out for themselves. I know it makes you want to cry sometimes. Hey, Cheryl Albright, how are you? Yeah, I know. Mm-mm-mm. Charlotte, if you have to ask the question, the answer is no. Okay? Because that, they were like, you'll do in a crunch, and you are much more important than that. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. Uh, there you go. Oh, she understood. Thank you. And you weren't offended. I'm so happy you weren't offended. Thank you. Now, if you want to hit it and quit it a couple times, make sure everything is okay. Wrap it up. Hi, Nellie. Really? Oh yeah, he does look amazingly good now that he's out of that job. Yes, he does. Throw up both hands and holla, hello. The what, Kamayo? Yeah, put it up there. Okay, the flagpole on the south lawn blocks the helicopter flight path. Whose helicopter? Any incoming helicopter or his own Marine One? This man is, that just shows you how far you can go when you bullshit. Yes, my dear, hit it and quit it and keep on stepping. Marine One, get out of here. Maybe he doesn't want Marine One landing on the roses or something. I don't know. These people don't know. If nobody has picked it up right by now that these people don't know what the hell they're doing, they just don't know. Or do they know when they have something else in mind so sinister? I got myself entangled watching another crime drama case. Diddy's thing is on hiatus. They're not going to be in the court for about 5 days straight. And I looked and I found something else. I was looking at this Karen Reed thing. Oh, that's what I wanted. Karen Reed is the girl. She's not a girl. She's a young lady, financial analyst of some sort up there in Massachusetts, who was dating this cop named John O'Keefe. And I want to read into that. Um, for 2 or 3 years, they have had this girl hanging. They have just hanging. They just had her life suspended with this murder trial. What happened was, let's put it this way: third party perspective, no cards. Third party perspective. She joined him. She doesn't live necessarily in this little town called Dedham. Dedham. How about that, Dedham? Massachusetts, where he was a Boston cop too, I think, at one time. He may have moved up there to Dedham because he was from there. Excuse me. And he and some other police were out at the pub, and their wives, they were at the pub. It was the Albert, Brian Albert Sr., and his wife, Mrs. Albert, um, an ATF, not, yeah, ATF guy, Higgins or Higgs. Who else? This woman who is sister to Mr. Albert's wife, Jennifer, and John and Karen. If there were others, they didn't mention them. Okay, they did a pub crawl. They threw back some stuff, some drinks. But Karen was making Boilermakers. They knew about all that. They emphasized that. And we're talking about during a blizzard in Massachusetts. The blizzards don't mean too much of anything in Massachusetts to those people. They live that stuff. So after work, they're doing a pub crawl. They hit one pub, then they go out to another club not too far away, and they hit another club. And Brian Sr.'s son, Brian Jr., is having some type of party. And at home, I think it's a graduation party or something like that. And so he says, well, hey, let's go back to the house because Junior's having a party. I'm ad-libbing now. And Junior's got a party going on. And, we just chill and have some more fun. Now, this is a little after, this is before midnight, okay? So, then we're in a blizzard. These people are partying. Snow doesn't bother them. And I mean, they showed the winds, the snow, blizzard conditions, okay? And so his house was like 5 minutes away up a road. And so they were taking out the cars. They were just leaving in their own cars. So Karen and John got in her car and followed them up the road. Now, this is the thing that gets me. They're 5 minutes away or so. Jennifer and John have a history. Jennifer is calling John, texting John on the phone, while Karen is driving, trying to find out where the house is, trying to get directions. And it's going on and on and on and on. Okay? Now, they get to the house. John still has his drink in his hand. Karen says, I told him to go in, check out the party, and if it's anybody we know, come back and get me or call me and I'll come in. I know. I'm going back to sleep. This is what I get from watching TV or YouTube all night, but that's the best stuff comes on at night. So, John goes in. John does not come back out. Karen gets pissed and leaves. Okay, that's like Karen is texting. So now we have about 12:15 is her first text to him. And he does not text back, but something is going on with his phone. His phone is tracking his steps. He took 65 steps from that gate or from where that entranceway to that property was. It's nothing fantastic. It's just a house, single family house with a nice front lawn. It's 80 steps or 80 steps away from the front door. Now, the house looks like it's split level or something like that. You have one level, one door, one level. You have another smaller addition to it that also has a door. Then you have the 2-car garage, and on the side you have a red door, front door, which is you can either get in the garage from the outside or you can go through that second little section they have. They just added to the house and go through there or come through there. Now, John's phone says he took 65 steps. That was after she called him. She texted him. No response. She texted him again a few minutes later. No response. She checks him again. She's getting mad now because she knows he's got an ex-girlfriend in there. And I know that's what that situation is. And so she finally, around 1 o'clock, says, "The hell with it. I'm going to lay down. I'm going to take a nap." She falls asleep. Okay. Peace out, Kimoyo. 4 o'clock in the morning, he hasn't showed up. He hasn't come home. Or come back home to his place where she's staying for now. She visits him. All right. She's getting up. She's calling everybody. "Have you seen John? Have you seen John? Have you seen John?" Nobody's seen John since the party. Now, she calls Jennifer, the ex-girlfriend or ex-lover who on the low. Jennifer comes over. She calls her girlfriend. Karen calls her other girlfriend Carrie. So we have Carrie and Jennifer and Karen. They want to start back. Karen wants to start back from where they left off at not where they left off. Somewhere Karen wants to go. And Jennifer says, "No, don't go there. We're going back here to where the party was." Okay. So that's where they drive back there. That's where, around the front gate, they find his body laid face down. They turn him over. And there's only a little bit of blood, like on a shirt or somewhere like that. To make a long story short, the prosecutor said that Karen got mad, put him out the car, and ran him over. Backed up and ran him over, and he was hit. And she just left him there. So it was the first mistrial. It was a mistrial first. Or not a mistrial, hung jury. Second time, this was the second try at the jury. At the trial, I'm sorry. Second trial. In this trial, they had the autopsy. They had the autopsy report. And some other things. Blunt force trauma around the head area. And the forensic specialist said the way he was hit, it's like he fell back and hit his head. And his brain was bouncing back from the skull, back to back skull, front skull, back. So, as soon as I heard that, I said, that man wasn't hit by a damn car. He was beaten to death. He died of blunt force trauma and hypothermia. And somebody left his body out there to die. They also found blood on the steps to the garage, next to the garage, and in the garage. So, but yet, the entire police force, the forensics, the goddamn courts were all gung-ho of finding this woman guilty and sending her to jail when that man had been killed in the garage. So that's what I was doing last night, which is why my eyes look like this. But it was so much fun watching this, watching that. I want to see. She was acquitted yesterday. She was completely acquitted. And what piqued my interest was that this was one case where all the women in the group in the Massachusetts area, in that Dundum area, in those areas that were impacted, all the women were supporting Karen. I've never seen that before. None of the men, all the women. I'm like, there's some shit going on here, so I just decided to watch it. What I want to look at now, and the DA, even the state troopers were in on it. Local police, state troopers, the judiciary, all tried to sink this young lady, knowing full and damn well that man had been beaten to death in that policeman's house. So, there will be no further, the case is closed. They're not looking for anybody else for the crime. Then there's me. So, real quick, I want to look into the crime. I want to do that. And I'm going to ask, let me put you back up here. Why was John O'Keefe killed? Come on. Didn't send a bill that time. I want to know why he was killed. And who killed him? They had local police at the party. They had an ATF guy at the party. They had, and one of the guys, the Brian Albert, the Alberts were from Boston. They were Boston police. Everybody was there that had some type of tie to the Boston police and Dedham. I can't read that. Ezra Miller. Oh Lord have mercy. So I'm gonna look this up real quick, and then I'll be gone. All right. So who killed John O'Keefe and why? Who killed John O'Keefe and why? Who killed John O'Keefe and why?
Go to the gym, but it's on Center Street.
Say that again?
Going to the gym, but it's on Center Street.
Oh, downtown. Yeah. Center Street. Center Street and what?
Oh, it's like, isn't it Gifford Avenue?
Gotcha. Yes, I know. Excuse me, y'all.
The Merritt Club.
Yes. Yeah, I've been there. They have a little side restaurant that has nice food.
Okay.
You work it, and this is the thing. You do all that working out in the gym. They got mirrors all around. You can buy stuff, got plenty of merch. And then you can go right over to the other side of the wall, and they got all this fat food.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I need to get my water bottle.
Okay, yeah, get your water bottle. You're looking pretty. Mm-hmm. Lauren, say hi to the folks before you leave.
Hi.
Oh, she says hi. Okay, enjoy. Now, who killed John O'Keefe? Officer John O'Keefe. Oh, and the Jennifer person, she was looking. I said, this woman is coming off as a scatterbrain. Why do I feel like she's organized the whole damn thing? Yeah, she did. That's what the other attorney I was watching said. The same thing. She said she comes off like she wants everybody to think she's stupid, but she's organized the whole thing. I'm like, confirmation. So, who killed John O'Keefe? There are even some psychics that say they can see his spirit sitting behind. They can see his spirit sitting behind Karen while the trial was going on. I said, oh, don't make me cry. Okay, yeah. Okay. Who killed John O'Keefe and why? Okay, let's do this. Take it from the top. Take it from the middle. All right. Take it from the middle. Oh, shucks, money in the middle. Okay. Did we get this right? Okay. Nope. Yep. All right. And we have, I'm going to use the crime ones too. 5 of Cups, there's regret. There's a separation. Ooh. Separation and regret. Did Jennifer kill him? I might cut this real short. A small offer was made. Have fun and be safe. You hear me? Hey, you hear me? You have your hearing aid on?
Yeah, I heard you.
Oh.
You have fun. I took my head.
Oh, I didn't see it. Thank
I'm moving
you.
around.
I see. Just put it on the floor. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Okay, be safe. All right, where was I?
You're still going to be down here when I come back anyway.
Yeah, I'll be down here probably. Why don't you go to gym with her? Okay. There was a breakup. This is a breakup. This is somebody wishing they hadn't separated from somebody. And then when they did, they got, what is this? A small apology? A small offer of what? A man with 2 choices. What did I say about that, Jennifer? Here's another offering. BS offering. That was the Knight of Cups. Oh my goodness. That sounds like something a woman would do anyway. A really sinister gal. Kill him and put it on a new girlfriend. And here's the conspiracy. Here's the conspiracy right here. Here comes someone with questions. Knight of Swords. There was a fight. There was a fight. Oh, Jennifer had a husband. Has a husband. Jennifer has a husband. Oh, and here, okay, here's the case, the legal case. Yeah, because it's going to be a murder case. Ow, that was my foot you just stepped on, sir. The legal case went through. I just saw the top. I don't need to see anymore. Now, if this question is answer is no, I'll keep digging. But from what I can see right here, did Jennifer kill John O'Keefe, Officer John O'Keefe? Didn't I tell you she was the mastermind behind the shit? The answer is yes. And they are not looking any further for a murderer. They all know who was there. They all were there. They all know something went left. That was a romance. See, oh my God. He had a new girlfriend. They've been together 2 years. I don't know about. Okay. Why did Jennifer kill John O'Keefe? And I'm not sure. Jennifer McCabe and Mr. McCabe. I don't know. Well, they're all cops or affiliated with the police station in some kind of way. Not just the Dedham Sheriff's Office or police station, but Boston Police. Boston Police. That sounds like a setup from day one. It sounds like a setup to invite them up there in the first place. Why did Jennifer kill John O'Keefe? Allegedly. Allegedly. Come on. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. This is the lady with all the secrets. Here's the love connection. Yes, she's also a married woman. And the thing blew up in her face, okay? Love connection blew up. She's just getting over it. I don't know why. Well, she's a married man. I'm a married woman. They go through this shit too. She thought things were moving forward. I don't know where you're moving forward with somebody who's married. It got overburdensome. I don't know for whom, for him, or her, or for both. Come on. The job was being impacted. Okay, I guess people were talking. They would go out together in group parties to cover their togetherness. Yeah, they were lovers. Oh, they were lovers then. Oop. So the others were covering for her. Jennifer, that's 9 o'clock. Yeah. So they were on the sneak tip. They were sneaking. Yeah. Illicit affairs. So come. Oh, he fell on the floor. The devil card just fell on the floor. Oh, yep. There it is. She betrayed him. He betrayed her. So she feels. And she thought she was going to mobilize. Well, she did mobilize the troops. She mobilized the whole station. And it almost worked. She killed him. Allegedly. And she got mad when he had the nerve to bring the new girl to town. Let's see, that's what they do. That's what they do. And she lived with her husband. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Okay. Mm-mm. Yeah. Woo. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, folks. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up here. I can see. I've been on here long enough. It's time for me to get myself together now. I have some writing to do and some cleaning to do. And I'm going back to sleep. Oh, God, left lines. No, we got to get rid of this. Okay, folks, I hope you enjoyed these readings today. Hello, Teresa. Oh, my goodness, biscuit and gravy breakfast. Yum, yum, yum. Lauren made some banana pancakes, and I made the sausage from scratch. It was good. See y'all. I'm going to go rest. All right. Behave yourselves. Much love. Yes.